Hey, what's up, Dev Crew? Today we're going to talk about 5 of my favorite ways you can find jobs here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Let's do it. Today's video is brought to you by haircuts. Those things your wife keeps asking you to get, but you're just too cheap to buy. So I imagine that you might be someone who's, just putting your resumes into the ether, just applying on different sites, and you're probably coming home and after a long day and spending multiple hours putting your resume in and wanting to get a new job here in the Dallas area. And that's no fun. By the time you get a call back from the person that you want that job from, you go in an interview and you don't like the people that work there. And on top of that, you finish the interview and you get an offer and it's for $10,000 less than the market standard. If this is something you want to avoid, let's go jump over to my computer right now and look at 5 different ways, alternative ways you can go ahead and find a job here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area.
So the first thing we're going to talk about is GeekMe. And why is GeekMe awesome? Well, you get to go and meet recruiters face to face in a more casual environment. So they actually give you the time of day and you get to build some rapport with them. The other thing is you get to meet developers who actually care about their careers. Now, those two things are amazing because you're going to meet developers who are actually going to help you find your job. Because you can say, hey, I'm looking for this type of job. And they're ones that are actually looking for jobs and can look out for you and give you information back. So that's why I talk about GeekMe. This is once a month here in Dallas area. It's usually around Plano, and check it out because it is amazing. So the second one I have here is South Lake Focus Group. And this is the biggest group I've ever been to. So the reason why you want to go to this group is because there are around 300 people that meet every Thursday that are looking for jobs. Now, it's really cool because they teach you about resume advice. They teach you about how to perfect your pitch to other people, who you are and what you do so you can get the information across quickly. And last but not least, they let you go up in front of all these 300 people and ask if any of those people have contacts in targeted companies here in the Dallas area. I actually went up and asked for a specific company and found an individual that knew a contact in that company. So this is an excellent resource. I recommend it to anyone, especially if you're unemployed. Go to this every week until you get a job. It is hands down one of the best resources here in Dallas. Okay, so my third one here, you can see is actually, I'm on meetup.com. And it's not just the LinkedIn local for DFW, which might actually be a great meetup I haven't gone to yet. But it's just using Meetup to find individuals like you that you want to connect with. So let's say you want to connect with other React devs so you can find some React jobs. You can actually go into Meetup, type in a React Meetup. You can go in and type in React, and find the React.js meetup and go and find devs out there. So there's tons of meetups. There's PHP, .NET, you name it, there's a meetup for it. So there's a hackers meetup I've been to. There's tons of them. So go to Meetup and find some here in the Dallas area and you'll be able to connect with some great individuals. I actually went to my first meetup back in August of 2017 and I almost landed a job through this very first meetup I went to. So this is a highly recommended resource. So Glassdoor, you probably heard of Glassdoor before, and it's a great resource to use to find some jobs here in the Dallas area. So let's say I wanted a PHP job, for example. I'm going to look up in Dallas, and I'm going to look up for a PHP job. And there just happens to be one at this company called Armor. So like we said earlier, you want to know if you actually like the people that you work with. And one way of doing that is to go onto Glassdoor and to see how the ratings are at that company. Another way is to go out to meetups, and that's a great way to know as well. But you can see here what the estimated salary will be and what their rating is. And if you actually go and search the company, you can bring them up. So if you just search Armor as a company here, you can actually bring them up and see, okay, what am I going to make as a software developer at Armor? So if I go in here, I see 135 salaries, and this is in Richardson, Texas. So I can actually see, okay, a senior engineer, I can make $97,000 roughly. Awesome. Let me go look at the reviews. Are they any good? Cool. They have some benefits, a strong 401k match. So I'm kind of interested in that. Yeah, so I might want to go work at this company. They have some pretty good reviews overall. Maybe it's interesting. I don't know anything about this company. This was just an example that came up. So Glassdoor is definitely a great resource, and it reaches over to my next resource. So my next resource is actually LinkedIn itself. So you can actually search for people on LinkedIn just by clicking the top link there and going to people. And then you can start searching for what type of connections and what type of companies. So if I want to type in that Armor company here, and I can find Armor Cloud Security, I can pull up a bunch of people that work at that company. So now this brings you a great opportunity because you go, hey, I've heard about the 401k match. They look like an interesting place to work. I'm going to go ask this first individual here. I'm going to connect with them and send them a message and say, hey, your company looks really interesting to work at. How does your guys' 401k work? And kind of just get some rapport with them. At that point, you can see if they have a referral program and go, hey, would you mind referring me into this company? I'm more interested now that I've talked to you. So this is a really great way to network here in Dallas. So I want to know what your guys' resources are, so maybe I can include it in the upcoming video. So what is the top 3 resources that you guys use? Please put them in the comments below and let me know. Also check out another video right above. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one.